I agree. I mean, we're already seeing evidence with Lee in the UK. However, what do you girls mean by that? That they were really networking, trying to unalive the Earth Angel, only for the devil to use them all as crash dummies for the Empress energy. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I mean, I've got a 5-star client whose daughter got locked up with that body jumper, so there's no telling what kind of havoc it's doing down there. I don't have any control over that. I'm sure it's in the system. However, we can see weird stuff happening at Lee's, and I was just talking about that. I mean, the guy's getting scratches on his neck. So when you girls are talking about these people are waking up with unexplained scratches and bruises, he's documenting it. Lee is documenting it in the UK. So that's it. We've got women cooking dogs. We've got women cooking dogs and blamed it on the 11-year-old devil. Who knows what she was going through? Probably the same thing Lee's going through in the UK, but I mean, at least he's smart enough to get on his knees and pray and document all the weird shit that's happening. Me, I don't have that problem anymore. I don't. I had to learn psychic defense and energetic defense, and now I defend myself from those energies and I disintegrate them. But I can't do anything when the body jumper y'all were talking about. I get photographic evidence with all of the symptoms. I mean, she wanted to burn her mom's house down, fighting, heightened states of rage, fear. That's the 3 ways the jinn entered the body: heightened states of rage and fear. So that would be the thing. And it fragments. I mean, you're talking about energy that can fragment, I would assume. I mean, you got to think the devil's pretty cunning. I would think it could inhabit a lot of bodies at one time, especially backdrop people. Think about the Matrix. That's y'all already used that example, and I agree. Think about when Agent Smith would glitch out. He would just appear. He would just appear within, you know, NPCs, fucking non-playing character backdrop people, just walking around. I don't know. I don't know what Lee's going through in the UK. However, I would think that if a group can sit down with a Ouija board and then the whole group be affected. I mean, we've seen videos about, kids playing with that, and then like the whole school shut down and all the kids get sick, and that's what it is. And I would think that, I don't know if the devil is selective. I mean, it's kind of like YouTube is just throwing it out there. And to me, sitting around watching it without any psychic protection is 3:16 on the clock. Is like basically a bunch of people sitting around, and that spirit. If the spirit can come through a Ouija board, you don't think it can't come through your phone? I know if I can send Reiki through the phone, you can go to Reiki for pain, Reiki to remove negative energy. If you can send Reiki through, if you can send God force love's intent to help or heal, well then I'm sure you could send hate, bind, and destroy. I mean, it's what it is. Energy's energy. Energy's energy is based on the person. But I mean, there's video after video about how if the devil can infiltrate your mind, and if you're sitting there focused, ooh, I wonder what's going to happen next. Well, I worry about what's going to happen to you next. So, I never thought it would happen to me. Well, you got readers talking about the devil's now using the earth angels' enemies as crash dummies. So I would say anyone that went up against the divine or the divine plan is in crash dummy mode right now. I can't do anything about that. I can't do it. I mean, you can learn a lot from a dummy. Don't do that. This is what it is. It's what it is. Do, 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 do. I mean, that's the thing, though, is when y'all talk about Pisces can walk through the fire as a fire and water sign, you have to figure out the magician's trick, right? So you have to figure it out. And if it was a spiritual test and they all failed, and now the devil is using them as crash dummies, and I'm getting photographs, I'm getting UAP footage, The White House has now disclosed UFO issues. You've got war angels in the cards. Yeah, looks like the war between heaven and hell has come to Earth. It has come to Earth, and the light always wins. So it was over before it started. It was over before it started. However, yeah, I mean, everyone made their choices. That's what it is. They either healed and ascended, or they networked and descended. And it is. I mean, it's time's up. There's no going back. No turning back the clock. Especially if you've already got people putting out content of, okay, so an entity that you can't see is scratching this guy live on YouTube, and I can send Reiki through the phone, and I saw it come walking right up to the phone. I threw up my spiritual protection, and man, just turn around and walk back. But still, you're talking about fragmented souls and ancient Egyptian magic. God, who knows what's going to happen? That's what it is. You got readers talking about nobody's safe, and the White House goes from WW3 coverage to UFO disclosure, just like that. That's what it is. So I guess your ceasefire did work. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about the remote viewers and the divine channelers pulling names out of a hat like a rabbit. I can't do anything about that. I know love, light, and truth set you free, but I mean that shit's a little bit late. It's between you and the divine. It's love, light, and truth between you and the divine. That's what it is. I mean, that is my biggest thing with all of this, is if they have the solution and then they sell you the problem. Yeah, and it's what it is. I mean, the shit hits home for me. You know, if you've got Dolores Cannon, who has a dupter come to one of her conferences with an X-ray of cartilage being regrown in someone's knee, and then you've got family that chooses the surgery, the recovery, the lost time, the pain. That shit is a choice. That shit's a choice, just like anything else. And then you've got it's karma at its finest. 7:44 on the clock. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Yeah, but I mean, when you girls are talking about the natural disasters that were man-made because of their unalive magic backfiring and it affecting lots of innocent people, I mean, are you talking about Lake Isabella earthquake on Mother's Day? Because I mean, I understand we have to let the past go. We have to let the past go. But when you have the devil working through toxic exes, using voodoo, wanting homeless voodoo on the earth angel, and that fits my birth chart. That fits my birth chart. And then I get Lake Isabella earthquake for Mother's Day, which kind of fits the energy of the past. So we just want to let the past go with a lake karmic bill, hidden enemy. That's what it is. It's a there's hidden enemies all over karmic bill. But when you talk about the earth angel or God's secret weapon that they didn't want to wake up, that has now woke up, come into union with the divine, hidden in plain sight. I live on Divine Street, so it's not like the signs aren't there. And when you ladies say they knew that it was a light being, that it was a starseed, an earth angel waking up, but yet they did it anyway to destiny swap, and the light triggers their demons. Well, that's the entire point of a demon, is they rebel against the divine. That's the whole point of Satan. Satan energy, devil energy, rebels against God. It thinks that it's better than God, than the Most High. Okay, great. Well, I mean, then yes, you ladies would be absolutely right. What do they have forward to look to? I don't know. I've already seen alchemists. Yeah, I woke up with this scratch on it. I've got all over dude's neck in the UK. And it's what it is. And you ladies said their cycle is just starting. So does that mean that we have to go through 8 years of this shit now? 4 more years? No, these are 8-year cycles. This is the infinity symbol. This is a life path, 8th house of death, sun death. That's what it is. It's what comes around, goes around. Comes around, goes around. Comes around, goes around. I can't do anything about that. I mean, when you have angel therapy saying when that life path 8 earth angel pops into your reality, it is a lesson or a blessing with karma or dharma tenfold. Well, then that's just basically then coming into union. That was the blessing. But it's not a blessing for them because the light triggers their demons. It exposes the truth all over tarot. And now we've got the energy and the collective. Well, how's that good for business? How's that good for business that now they were networking, trying to cover up the unaliving of a divine being for cash and prizes? And we've got Lee being demonically tormented in the UK. We've got women cooking dogs in Texas. We've got Lake Isabella earthquake for Mother's Day. We've got Hurricane Barbara. We already know that's the church member. And y'all were naming churches last night. I don't know. Are they running scared? That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Keep prayed up. Keep my faith strong. And these Masonic and demonic cult leaders can't believe the Earth Angel won't give up. Well, why? So that they can continue to rebel against the divine? Math is mathing. There goes the mathing again. There goes the mathing again. What do you got? She's got something. Yeah, that's what it is. So my assumption would be that if kids can get together around a Ouija board and that energy can be transferred and attached to them, then I would say, the sheep flocking over to watch, because they did. They sat and watched the Earth Angel, waiting for the Earth Angel's demise, and now they're all getting karma. So what's the difference in going and watching someone being demonically tormented? Because I was being demonically tormented by triggered demons. My light triggers their demons. And now you've got people flocking over to Lee's channel where he's being haunted by the poltergeists and the energies y'all were picking up. Okay, so if my light can trigger their demons, can that darkness not trigger people that? That's what it is. Can it not attach? So if my light can trigger your demons, their demons, whoever's demons, and then people flock over to Lee's channel where he's being visibly tormented by poltergeists and demonic entities, whatever. Cool. So if my light can trigger their demons through YouTube, what can the darkness on his channel do to people watching it? Interesting. It's something they'll have to go explore. I can't do anything about that. It sounds like is there a mask for that? Do we have a mask for that? Sounds like karma coming back to bite these guys in the ass. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Lee would be happy to know. He would be happy to know, because when I heard a reader earlier say they're trying to figure out what that they missed. Well, hell, if the INFJ is 10 steps ahead, you probably missed something I said 10 steps ago. That's what it is. If I'm always 10 steps ahead, then what they missed was probably 10 steps ago. That's what it is. Anyway, that is kind of funny. I wonder what the devil using the Earth Angel's enemies for crash dummies looks like. Does it look like Lee getting demonically tormented in the UK? So that's what it is. That's what it is. He doesn't know what's going on. He's not trying to promote anything. He's documenting it to figure out what the fuck's going on. And I've been there. So that's what it is. That's what it is. However, I mean, and it's also telltale in his description box. He said, I have been dealing with this since I moved in. I decided to start a YouTube channel to document it. Believe it if you want to or not, because he doesn't know what to believe. And me personally, I believe that's the devil's cunning way of pulling the karmics in, because where their focus goes, the energy grows. They're growing. They're attaching to that demonic energy. And what's going to happen? It's going to transfer. Just like I can transfer Reiki, or just like I can transfer the light, they can transfer the hate. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I mean, and you're more than welcome to prove me wrong. Lee doesn't know. And I'm assuming that would be a good enough 10 steps ahead answer for him. Oh, man. So where are the other earth angels that are connected to the Most High? Because that's just really, with everybody flocking to watch people get demonically tormented, with people sitting around waiting for the earth angels' demise, I think people have just all lost their minds. I think everybody's just lost their fucking minds. That's what it is. I'm just going to tell you, there's no healing. There's entertainment. There's demonic possession of the flocks for entertainment purposes only. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Pisces, you will witness their karma. Yes, tarot reader, I agree. Looks like I'm going to get to watch the devil use them as crash dummies. Craziness. And then here comes more paranormal people tagging me to post. That's what it is. Yeah, I just don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. That's what it is. It is because I know you ladies are right. Their 8-year cycle is just starting. Okay, I agree with that. What's the best way for karmics for the devil to use Pisces enemies as crash dummies at the beginning of an 8-year cycle? Hey, look at this video of paranormal documentation that we have no fucking clue of what's going on, as cunning as the devil is. Right? And it's what it is. You girls are talking about people having weird shit happen in their house. Yeah, Lee's documenting it. So that's what it is. It's just what it is. And he can't be the only one. He's a creator. So and that's probably why he gets more rebellious activity. Right? Those energies rebel against creators. He was wise enough to speak his truth. Most people, oh, I don't want to be seen as crazy. Well, you know what? It's just what it is. It's what it is. You keep thinking that. Oh, I don't want to be seen as crazy. Oh, I don't want to be seen as crazy. Oh, I don't want to be. That's fucking insane. You're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, expecting someone to just come in and see you anyway, or not see you anyway. Either way, it's a different result than what you think you're in charge of. Yeah, and it's what it is. I mean, these people thought, oh no, we thought this would never happen. Yeah, well, it's happening on YouTube at that, right? And it's what it is. I mean, you really can't sit here and say that they don't believe in magic when there's video after video after video after video after witchcraft and spell work and voodoo and blah 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 blah. That's what it is. And love always wins, which would be Reiki. Love's intent to help or heal. So that's what it is. That's why I picked it. That's what it is. Always the divine always wins. I can't do anything about that. Hell, it's triggering demons. Look at that. Look at that. It's just what it is. However, yeah, hold on tight because here we go. That's what it is. I mean, for y'all to say that 2 or 3 days ago, that their 8-year cycle was just starting. My question is if we had the wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving, how many of them will actually make it through this fall? Because I mean, that would be the fall season. That's what it is. Everything happens in divine right time. I don't know. Fucking, that's what it is. It's open for interpretation. That's what it is. Too many people networking, trying to unalive an earth angel for money. That readers are pretty good readers too. Are now saying that the devil is using all of the earth angel's enemies as crash dummies. That's got to be fun to watch. That's got to be fun for Pisces to witness their karma. That's what it is. So I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about the devil using the divine's enemies as crash dummies. And I guess that would fit. That would fit that scenario of the chosen ones are protected and nobody is safe. That's what it is. Namaste.